last night, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. A little bit stiff in the legs this morning after that dancing. But this morning we are in Halifax. We docked bright and early, I believe around 7.
Yeah, it's a bit cloudy in Nova Scotia, Canada today, but a little chilly, we'll see.
I know, I've got layers on, I figured that's the way to go. And we're just going to plans, well, we're just going to go out and look around. We're not going to go on any tours or anything.
I don't believe so. So what our plan is to explore the port. So you guys hang in there, check it out with us. And we will end up hopefully at the Titanic Museum, which is at the further end. But we'll do a good walkabout.
Yes, and there may be food.
So
stay tuned.
We were told about some local favorites we have to try, so let's give it a whirl, huh?
Yes, let's go and explore Halifax.
All right, just getting ready to leave the cabin, and you can see these built-in jets up here. They clean the windows. They're pretty cool. They're built up in there, and they turn them on. They run them quite a while. What happens mostly in a cruise, even though these are great windows in this Prima, is that the salt air is just loaded with salt, and it deposits on the window as you sail, and then you end up with this kind of thing. But they do a good job here. Look, they run it a long time. It really does good washing.
Well, morning breakfast in the Hudson restaurant. We're in Halifax, just docked. I'm going with the shashukra, I think it's called. It looks delightful. It's all the roasted peppers and poached eggs and things. Mel's gone with the express breakfast, which is like a typical sort of English breakfast or American breakfast. We're having our fancy Starbucks coffees. Treat yourself. And yeah, little hearty breakfast before we head out. Breakfast was done, time to get off the ship. We had to go down the gangway, and then we, because we weren't docked where they would normally dock, we had to be bussed to the port area. So we queued up, we got on these cute little school buses. They're a bit squishy, but they were fun. Just a 5-minute short journey, no problems there. And then we got off, had a little look around, got our bearings, and we thought, well, we're going to do the waterfront, but first there was this very cute little like tartan wear shop, Northern Waters knitwear. Meet all your needs for kilts and tartan, and there were sporrans to be had. Actually, great place for woolly gloves and things, so if you did forget any warm wear, you would be certainly better get it here. Very nice, very friendly people. Then it was time to go off and explore. So beautiful day, much warmer than we thought it was going to be, that's for sure. This is a great waterfront. You can just stroll along. I'm not quite sure how far, but you could certainly spend a good hour wandering along, and that's pretty much what we did. Our end goal was to head towards the Marine Museum. I was set on looking at the Titanic exhibition there, but on the way you can see, you know, there's people cycling and walking and stuff like that. It's restaurants, bars scattered along the way, so if you fancy a little refreshment, plenty of those opportunities too.
Well, it's the whole length of the harbor.
Yeah. Oh wow, because we haven't come very far.
At the very end down here is the casino. There's the Casino Nova Scotia.
Oh.
So you go to the end, you lose your money, and then you meander back, skip meals because you don't have any money.
You've got no money left.
Here's
Wandering on, we come across the famous drunken lampposts that everyone has pictures of. Yeah, they're quite great. There are these 3 sort of Dali-esque type structures walking about. There's the Citadel off to the left there. You can actually walk up to that. And then just generally there's some really interesting features. As I say, it's a very pleasant walk, and it was a lovely, lovely day. By this time we were ready for some ice cream, so we sat down at this place here called The Cows, and we had a lovely ice cream. So the museum opened May 1st through October 31st, Monday through Sunday. It looks like it's free on Tuesdays. And there's the prices. $10 for an adult, $5 for a child. The Canadian dollars, of course, but very good, really worthwhile. Loved it. By this point in time, we were getting a bit peckish, so there's a little eating area, like a food hall, little shacks. We were still early season, so not so many of them were open, but we wanted to try a thing called a donair, which apparently is the thing to try in this area. So I found a little shack here, and they had like a spring roll donair, so I figured for $5 that was a good try. So we purchased it, and then we wandered over to find a little place where we could actually eat it. Basically, I had to do a voiceover here because there was a ton of copyrighted music playing. So I'm just explaining sort of the concept of the donair. It really did taste like a bit like the gyro meat, like that Greek sliced meat with some herbs. Not bad. I give it like a solid 3 out of 5. Quite a nice little taste treat though. I would definitely recommend trying one for sure if you haven't done before.
Alright, gonna mosey back to the room real quick. Yeah, we're back in the cabin. Nice clean bed. Stay here in Halifax. Did a very good job on the window, that cleaning thing. It's very clear. Look at that. No salt whatsoever. Alright, let's see what we can get into next.
So off we went to Indulge. As you walk into Indulge, you come past Tamara, which is the incredible Indian cuisine place. They have the tandoor ovens. There was the chicken tikka hanging up. Here's all the curries. So you sit down, you have the iPad in front of you, and you just basically go through and select what you want, and then it's just brought to the table. Here's some of the things we had. Everything's gorgeous. There really isn't a bad food item that can be selected, so it's a great way to try different cuisines, perhaps that you wouldn't normally try. It was wonderful. Lunch menu, this is it's potato and cauliflower rice. No rice, sorry, poppadoms. We have mango chutney and we have raina. And Mel's gone with the chicken tikka. Very nice looking. And she has a little bit of barbecue over there. Then it was off to the MDR for dinner. It's a beautiful spot there. It's always great choices, so we had a good selection to choose from. I started with the chicken lettuce wraps. Classic, that one. Then the pear and gorgonzola salad, slightly different, really nice flavors. Moved on to the bang bang chicken and shrimp, really good too. And then it was dessert time. What to choose? Well, I went for a cherry pie. It was the weirdest texture. I did not like it at all.
Back from dinner, back in the cabin. We're gonna change, find something fun to do. I think we're gonna sing that singer tonight. She's from Louisiana. Sounds interesting. She supposedly has a big voice. Here's our headed north from Halifax to Cape Breton, Sydney, Nova Scotia, Canada.
Halifax to explore, and we walked along the boardwalk. We did all that, as you can see from the footage. It was lovely. It was a beautiful day. We got bussed out there because we ended up at the wrong dock, or a different dock than we should have done, or something because of weather maybe. But so we had to be bussed in, and we were in a school bus on the way there.
It's hilarious. It's for, I want to say elementary and less age, younger. So it was funny. All the guys were stuffed in there and hanging out in the aisle. And,
yeah, felt like naughty school children.
And the seat in front of you, I don't remember this on a bus, but it was literally like above my eyes sitting down. I was like, whoa. It's like you're caged in there in this funny little school bus.
So that was our introduction. It only went up from there. Yeah, we had a great time in Halifax. It was really simple. We wandered around. We had some local ice cream. I think Cows. Was it called Cows?
Cows is the one here, and then got something to drink. And
my main goal was I wanted to go to the museum, a Maritime Museum. It has a small Titanic exhibition. So went there. It has a nice little area of sort of explanation about the history. Sort of the pricing was interesting for like first class through to third class, and we were sort of doing comparisons to how much it would cost in today's money, and even for third class it would have been incredibly expensive. Would have been over, I think, like $1,800 equivalent for a third class ticket, one way of course, and something like $30,000 plus for a first class for a family. So sort of puts it in perspective. People were very desperate, the third class people, to save all their money to come over to America for a better life. It was quite poignant. There was some handwritten letters and stuff like that, but it's quite small and it was very popular, so it was a little squidgy in there. But the rest of the museum, very interesting. All about, of course, about the history of maritime in that area, which is huge. Of course, the British played a huge part in the changes that went on in Nova Scotia in that area. So very good. We did that for a bit. We wandered back again. We got back on a better bus on the way back. It was like a proper coach, so we went back in style.
We had air conditioning even.
Yeah.
Although you don't think you need it in the weather here, it's quite chilly, but Yeah, it was
That
nice
sun
having
was
some air.
that winter sun can be quite strong for sure. And there was a load of it was nice to see a ton of staff of the crew were getting off the ship and stretching their legs and enjoying the environment, which was good. We went back. We managed to go and get lunch at Indulge, the Indulge food hall, which is spectacular. And it's always busy. It's always packed. You push to find a place to sit, right? But we
did find one. It took a while. Found a counter type environment, which is not at a station. Because if you sit at the station of noodles or the salad or whichever,
tomorrow
you can only get that food at that station. So keep that in mind. So yeah, everyone loves it on this cruise. I'd say majority of people love that.
Yeah, the food is excellent. The quality is just phenomenal. So I hit up the Indian heavy, but we had some other things, and we showed that the different selection. It's just hard not to keep hitting and wanting to try more and more because it's so good. But we were like bloated and we're like, time to stop. And then we wandered off. It was origami time at the Improv, and we did
Kabuto hats. So the samurai hats, they're quite microscopic, but they're cute. That's a quick thing. They do it daily on what is it? It's not really sea days either. It's just
throughout the day they have it. And
I have every day. I have one.
I think the guy said that each day is going to become progressively more challenging. The hat was not challenging. Today is a whale, I think.
Yeah, I don't know what the whale is. It's a flat whale though, deflated whale, I think.
I can only imagine.
So that's in the Improv, which is if you're going down the hall, it's the room that has all the chemical elements on the outside.
From the periodic table, which is quite novel. Then after that, we went to check out the Metropolitan Bar. We were just sort of sitting there for a little bit. We met some people, very friendly. The drinks are extremely crafted cocktails, shall we say.
Yeah.
They're labelled as sustainability or something, so our little joke is saving the planet one drink at a time. They have beautiful cocktails. They're very unusual.
They're really nice. I mean, if you look at the menu and you were to purchase them, they're around $12, but when you look at the drink, and let's say you're in a place like Disney Resort or somewhere, those would easily be $18 or higher. They're really extremely nice garnishes, a lot of different unique ingredients. They're well crafted. So if you're looking for an interesting drink, Metropolitan, they also have a lot of music in there, as you'll see throughout our vlogs. There's quite a few different entertainers that roll through there.
Oh yeah. So then we went off to dinner after, went back to the Hudson main dining room. Again, very busy. I think we got the last table for 4. It was about 8 o'clock-ish, I think, wasn't it? Something like that, I think.
It's very busy, the main dining room.
Yeah.
As well as the other one that we've yet to get into. It's so funny.
Yeah, we did try to get into that. It was the Commodore, I think.
Yeah.
The queues were already like out the door.
Get in it.
It's crazy. Had a lovely meal. That was great. And then we zipped off to see the show. Angelique. I think her name was.
Angelique, yeah, unique singer. She's very talented singer. She does a lot of cultural music from the eras of 50s and up, as I would say, starting with she did Ella Fitzgerald, she did Michael Jackson, she did a lot of unique singing.
Celine Dion,
yeah, Celine Dion.
Very broad genre of music.
Yeah, she's from Louisiana, very talented young lady.
Definitely check out her show. You don't have to do any reservations, it's just a walk-in, so that makes it takes the pressure off a little bit of that. Very, very worthwhile seeing. 40 minutes, pure entertainment, very, very good. Thoroughly enjoyed that. After that, we just headed off to the Primrose Bar, or the Atrium, and they had the house band, which I think are called
Blaze.
That's it.
So they were doing what were they doing? Just a lot of mix of older music, I think.
Yeah, real high energy music though. So everyone's dancing and just enjoying themselves. It was really good. They're very talented again.
Fun to watch, as you'll see.
Yeah, we were hanging out, having a little jiggle and a wiggle, and then it was time for bed. Because it was, it's getting up there for time for us anyway. we had a great day. We really did. Did a little bit of everything and thoroughly enjoyed it. So yeah, Halifax was a win.